Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Vardo Tarot. So today I wanted to come on here and do a summer solstice reading. So just checking into the energy of this day, it's pretty monumental, very eventful day in spirituality, and it's a shift into the next half of the year. So I just wanted to come on here and see what the messages are for my viewers. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, as you can see, it's brand new. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will keep on putting the messages out there for you. So what we're looking at for the summer solstice. Summer solstice, it's just, it's right in the middle of like the hot days. It's really hot here where I live, and I'm coming up on like my last week of school. So it's really just like a time for shift. Days are starting to get shorter. It's the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, of course. And so we got the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands. This is definitely these two cards definitely are giving me like planning energy, and the King of Wands is like a master of plans and thoughtful action. So it's different to like the Knight of Wands, which is just like action. This is like thoughtful, high vibrational, planned action, along with the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration and teamwork and people being happy with your work or people's work. So these are very good things to be seeing for right now. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Knight of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords. The Devil. Okay. And then the Four of Wands in reverse. Let's see if we can just... And then underneath the deck is the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this is a time for us all to sit back and reflect on where we're going, what we're doing in life in general. This is a general reading, and I was getting before coming on here, it's reflection based on how we need to move forward. People are needing to study more, get more knowledge, read more. That's what I'm getting with the Page of Swords. It's important to, like, say you're going on over the summer, you're on vacation, you need to be reading and studying, researching something, finding a new interest, things like that. Or you may even need to be getting ahead for school if you are in school, or even for your job, learning more things, because you may be feeling a little bit stuck with your manifestations or with career or school or your grades or things like that. And so something that will really help is being in a sort of like relaxed, studious energy. Another thing is, I was talking about the King of Wands, how it's different from the Knight of Wands. If you're trying to shift something in your life, like move things around, get things off the ground, doing things like that, it's important to, yes, action is important, like getting things done, but it's also planning, and it's also going through the steps and asking for help and getting all of the information you can and practicing. And I get also practicing, like if you have a skill, honing in on the skill, um, you know, studying it more so that you can go forward in a smooth and clean manner. Now, the Nine of Swords and the Devil, the Devil talks about like habits and um, addiction or attachments, codependencies, and then this Nine of Swords. They came out kind of together. So these two cards, I was getting, if there's something that is keeping you up at night, like before you go to sleep, you have things that keep you up and you're anxious about, those are things that is showing you what areas of your life need attention, like need dealing with. So for that, a cool thing that you can do that can really help you and that will really reveal a lot of information for you is journaling and addressing it. Like addressing the things when you're, and this is specifically when you're before bed, and if you're overthinking something, it's good to just turn back on the light and get out a journal or get out a phone or something and just work through it. Like have the conversation with yourself about like what it is that's bothering you, and like untangling the knot that is burdening you. Because these kinds of thoughts are cyclical to me. It feels like it's a cycle that is difficult to break. It's also very hot in these days, So sometimes the heat can, like before bed, I'm definitely experiencing this, but the heat will make your brain like overheat spiritually. This is this is not scientific, but it's like the heat will make you overthink, and it's also like the heat of hell. It'll make you overthink and like get anxious and become just overwhelmed with everything that's going on. So in those moments, you can just, if you're not sleeping and if you're just sitting there, just turn on the light and deal with it, because that's like usually the remedy for insomnia. That's just like general knowledge. That's just general wisdom, but it definitely works, and this is what I see will help. Something I do is just like I go to my window and I sit outside and like I just cool down for a bit and I just think about it in a more calm, planned type of energy, not so crazy. Another thing I'm getting with the Four of Wands, well, actually I'm going to pull some cards. But maybe some of you are getting ready to go on vacation or to go home and stuff, or like home wherever the home is for you, or like if you're at school, if you're in college or high school or whatever, yeah, like college or something, you're getting ready to go home. It's going to be good. It's going to be very relaxing and very chill. It may even feel like it's too chill for the kind of energy that you are in. Like it may be even, you may want to like party and like have fun and stuff. And it's going to be more of a like calm, studying, like self-reflection type energy. Like more of a chill summer than like a crazy, well, but that is also good because it's important in these days, like every season, you have to grow, and summer is like a season of harvest, and especially like the summer solstice, it's when it's, and maybe you feel like your harvest is a little bit blocked or something, so that means it's time to move forward and evolve. Always in spirituality. So this is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like the image of the card. And then it was in reverse. Nine of Wands. It's hot. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Like the devil, also the wands, they're like in the desert. And then Knight of Cups in reverse. It is like introspection. I see people maybe like going to the countryside, like maybe to their grandparents' house or something, and just, okay, and then King of Cups in reverse. And then, okay, this is bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. So I see you actually, like with the image on this card, it is in reverse, but like going home to, the image I'm getting is like going home to a grandparent's house that's like maybe out in the country, and just like looking at the bugs and like looking at the birds and checking out, you know, just being outside, kind of like in the sun, in the heat, just being contemplative, like kind of in a contemplative energy, in a like a studying energy. So you may be contemplating like the nature, but inside you're working through, you know, your thoughts and your evolution, and you're planning your next steps, maybe even for like the school year to come or something. So with the Nine of Wands, this is coming out more so for like this group of cards. Heat really does, at least for me, like this is my experience, but I'm sure it's the same for others. Heat really can make people anxious or make people like overheated, even like angry, even kind of like with like hot-headed is an expression. So it's important to cool down and to like think before you speak out in emotion, but then don't like stifle, you know, don't put things down. You need to air things out, you need to freshen things out, but in a calm, like reflective manner. Finally, with the Knight of Swords, I was talking about how like this summer is like a summer for study. This is very cool because I'm getting like with the light bulb and the sword and the brain and the spiral and all that. It's important. Oh, and like under that is also like the Seven of Swords. So this is a summer for the brain, for the mind. The bells are going off. I might have to cut this out, but we might be able to leave it. This is a summer for the brain, the mind, opening the mind, expanding, so that you can come up with new ideas, come up with new creativity, come up with new plans of action, being productive, all of that, and less so if you were expecting, you know, a summer of a lot of partying and things like that. It's going to be more of a introspective time. And this is very good. This leads to a lot of advancement. So I think I want to pull a couple more cards just to get like final fun messages for this time period. Okay, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands. So you got King, Knight, and Page. It's also maybe with like the swords energies, if you can organize your mind and your thoughts, you can then become very creative and it's not so much, if any of you are like creative people or artists or things like that, like it's actually not going to be great. It's not so great to be like the tortured artist, but if you can recognize the thought, recognize the things that are like bothering you and the tortured things, and then put them together into a cohesive unit. You can turn them into, and you work with them and you study them and you get acquainted with the thoughts or the energies that are bothering you. If you can put them together, then it can become very like a very cool creative outlet. If you can find an outlet. So same thing again with the journaling. If you want to journal them, if you need to like let them out in a sort of solitary kind of way. I'm getting that the people that are watching you people are like active, creative, smart people, but more time to sit down and reflect is required so that it can become something very full. So that's the energy, but it's hot. Definitely. I mean, you got Knight of Cups in reverse and King of Cups in reverse, yet we got King of Wands and Knight of Wands upright. And then we got 2 pages. So all of this, and okay, then this, speaking of like the heat and the fire, then you got this card in reverse. You gotta be dipping into some cold water. That's what I've been doing personally, is just been getting in the water when it's hot. And yeah, it's gonna be hot, definite. But also, okay, so with these 2 and then these 2 in reverse, the cups are about the creativity, but so are wands. Wands are about action. So you will be able to be more active with your okay, no. It's about thinking, planning, and doing, and less about like chilling out and like vibing. So, but you guys are good at that. This is what I'm getting. You guys are good at all of this. And you may be expecting like a chill summer where you can just hang out with your friends and party, but there is going to be some necessity to forge through. So, yeah, that's all I have for the collective on this summer solstice. So, thanks for watching.